does it say 720p in the corner there, Kel? And if Macy, you want to check the audio, that would be great. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I can't see it.
Yep, it says
Live.
it.
All right, perfect.
You are live.
We're live. Audio. Right.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
Perfect.
We're live. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy.
I'm Macy.
We have Mr. Charlie for you today.
You guys remember Charlie? We've had him for a little while now.
Yes. It is still windy today, but hopefully not as windy as it was yesterday.
Yesterday was terrible.
Yep.
It was really windy.
And you guys, you said you complained about the wind, but it was much windier than it sounded.
Yeah.
It was far windier. It was like 30-mile-an-hour wind. It did a good job. Did the best it could. So hopefully you'll hear a little bit of wind noise, but hopefully not too much. But we're going to do Mr. Charlie today. And
hello, everyone. Hi, Dawn. Hello.
What's up? What's up? Mr. Charlie came to us about 2 months ago. So we're going to check in on a 60-day progress. Show you guys kind of what we've been working on. So last time you saw him, he was head in the air, galloping around.
He was kind of a mess.
He was a mess, right? But I think a lot of people are too worried about making it look like a show horse, right? And faking it into looking like a show horse. You want to drop it down a little bit, Kel? It says your body blocks a little bit.
Like, pull the bike down.
Oh,
there you
go.
go.
I think a lot of people get too worried about
How's your arm?
Nurse Macy
Hi, Dr. Taylor.
doctored me up.
You're so welcome. You go crush clinicals.
That's right. That's right. Nurse Macy doctored me up.
He got a little gooey.
It's a little gooey.
A little gooey.
We're going to clean it up tonight. But it's okay. It's all right. This will let me at least work, and the shirt's not rubbing on it, and that would hurt a lot. So
it is a beautiful day out, guys. Hello,
gorgeous.
Joe. Have a good day at work. Want to see the comments?
Hi, guys. Thanks, Olivia, for being concerned about my arm. This is your horse. This is your horse.
You broke him, Olivia.
She was much better today.
She was. She was a little gem today.
She was an angel today. She didn't want any trouble today.
Yesterday was awful.
Too hot for her yesterday. She didn't want any part of that again.
I've missed these. We missed you guys.
Yes.
What happened? Well,
okay,
we
so
have a new horse.
Kel, if you want to show them the greenhouses. So I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but up there's plastic that just flaps in the wind.
Yep, they can see it, I think.
And it's terrifying to ride horses out here until you get used to it. So I was standing up by the fence over there, and I had a holdover. I had my lunge line wrapped around like this, and we were waiting to go live. Like we were getting ready to go live.
I was just going to hit the live button, and she,
that flapped behind her. She was standing like this, so it flapped behind her, and she came undone.
I, dropped the gimbal, and Jimmy was like...
So what I did was I had it like this. So I went like this to hold it, and it just pulled through my arm and just sawed right through.
It was like... Zip, zip.
Yeah, just sawed right through my arm. So lesson learned, don't try to hold horses like this. Like I had it like that and tried to catch it, and it just pulled all the way through and just burned me.
Burned them. Big burn marks right here.
But I'm thankful it's my lucky red lunge line, because any other lunge line would have been way worse.
You're lucky you're going to retire that lunge line very soon.
Never. That lunge line and I have been through so much together.
We have to post it on here. Maybe you guys can find us.
I think it's like marine cord. Don't hold down a little bit. I think it's like marine cord, like it's like boat rope, but it's so worn and so used from like 10, 20 years of use that it just has a lot of texture to it.
It does.
So it's my special lunch.
We're going to have like a memorial service.
I will bury that thing, yeah. If the snap breaks on that, it'll have a burial.
Hello, Kathy. Hello from New Zealand, 7:30 a.m. Thursday here.
Yeah, wow.
Wow, it's Wednesday,
awesome.
3:30 here.
I looked at videos in New Zealand. It looks amazing.
Yeah, we were looking at all that.
I have a theory that you could stand on the mountain and you could look out and see ocean on this side and ocean on that side. Is that possible? Is it narrow enough that you can do that?
Look, Macy, look, you can do this. I'm like, I have to ask
It seems like you could. It seems like you'd be able to.
When we go there, we'll find out.
Yes.
We're going to go to the top of the mountain and see ocean and ocean.
I want to go on top of the peak and see ocean and ocean both sides.
Gallops is what you're probably looking for. It doesn't burn usually.
Yeah.
It
usually
burned
doesn't burn. It burned me. But
you.
it would have been much worse if it was other.
Yeah, it's like his favorite blanket. Like, you know how everyone has like their blankie or their animal? Yeah. Like, Jeremy has the lunge line.
Basically my pacifier. Yeah, pretty much. If I could bring it home and just cuddle with it, yeah, just cuddle with it.
It is just, you can see in some places.
See? I thought you would be
right.
able to.
You
I thought
were
you'd be
right.
able to. It seemed narrow enough.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yep.
But
what are we going to do today?
So, like I was saying, this horse, if you guys saw us 30 days ago, you guys did see us 30 days. If you go back and watch, what we did was this horse was one that liked to bow up in his neck really bad, right? So we're talking about hiding their chin and bowing up right here. And you can see how his neck is starting to take shape a little bit. We're starting to remuscle this neck. We're getting stronger right here, building muscle here. We're kind of smooth the muscle out in his neck. He used to have a ton of muscle right here. He used to be one of those little swan horses, right? And what happens is that's from holding your horse back and banging their chin and allowing their shoulders to run off, okay? So when your shoulders are running and plowing through your head and neck, then you're just gonna pile up right there in your pole and everything bows up and piles up right here. So what we've done is over the last 60 days that he's been here, for the entirety of the last 60 days, aside from yesterday, right, and the day before, I think 2 days now, we've been going around with our head down. The rest of the time, we pulled his neck up and we held his head up in the air. And we said, give me your shoulders. When I pull, I want your shoulders to stay with me, okay? Because he wanted to charge through with his shoulders. Then you pull on his head and neck, it gives you his chin, you can't talk to his shoulders. So there's no way we can get this horse to go slow and look good. What are you doing over there?
Nothing much like you. I thought you were demonstrating.
Come on back. Come on back.
Back. I want to see if his butt was still jiggling.
Oh, it's better.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah. So his shoulders would always charge through you, right? And then you're trying to control him with your hands and you can't. Because it would just hold up his neck and everything would just keep plowing through. So they can't go slow like that, right? We have the luxury of having clients that trust us with their horses. So she said, do what you have to do, make it better, right? So we could abandon looking like a show horse for a little while and say, you know what? You don't have to look like a show horse. You're going to be trained.
Right.
We're going to look like a show horse in the end. That's the goal, okay?
Right.
So forget about showing your horse. Let's put 60 days on him. Let's fix him, get him loping correctly, and then he will look like a show horse because of it.
Right.
And that's a big deal, right? I think a lot of people are scared to do that. They're scared to take their horse and like pick his head up, pull his chin up, because you think you're never going to fix it, right? And there's not a problem in these horses that you're going to make that you can't fix, okay? So we knew that picking his head up would cause a problem, but it would cause a problem to fix a bigger problem, which is that his shoulders need to stand up. Because I know if you roll his shoulders back like this, he'll keep his shoulders back, then his whole posture will change, and his head can do whatever I want, right? It's when their shoulders are rolled forward and everything's like this, they're pulling all over you, that you can't make him do what you want him to do. So we said, you know what, pick your head up, then we'll roll your shoulders back, and now we'll live here from here on out. We'll just operate from here, okay? Does it make you so happy?
I fed my horses watermelon today because Jeremy said that if you feed them watermelon, they'll get like really foamy and they'll like that. And I wanted to see it. Like I wanted to see what my horses did, and no one ate it.
They didn't like it at all. Do you guys' horses like watermelon? Because as growing up as a kid, when we trail ride, I had horses that absolutely loved watermelon.
I think they would because it was sweet and there's a lot of water in it, so I thought they would love to munch on it. But like Peanut, like acted like she had no teeth.
She just gummed it. She wouldn't even like bite it.
No, she wouldn't bite it.
And I'm like, okay, watermelon's pretty soft.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason you can't like crunch through watermelon.
I was like, well, dentist, you need to fix sure.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
So I gave it to him, and he loved it. So
Charlie loved it.
Charlie loved it, but I was really sad. Do you guys like
Peanut, Enzo, and Marley wouldn't touch it.
My horses love watermelon. They're really goofy with it. Yes!
Yes!
That's what he said.
I was like, they get so much foam
I
and they
legit
like...
don't believe him now. I'm always like, someone send me a video, please, because I do not believe him.
Yeah, yeah.
Dawn said she had amazing rides. That's
Awesome.
awesome. Olivia said she's sorry.
You're going to work it off, Olivia. It's coming out of your hide.
My 4-year-old loves watermelons and bananas. My horses like bananas, but they hate watermelon.
Yeah.
I was like, I think they broke them.
And they just soldiers.
Like I was like, here, Mom. Like she came running from the pasture, like had this watermelon, and she like sniffed it and was like.
She curled her nose up at it. She didn't want any part of it.
And then she just walked away. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yep. She didn't want any part of it.
So you guys need to send me videos if you're eating watermelon.
Yeah, Macy's never seen a horse enjoying watermelon.
I've never seen it, and I really want to see it. So please send me.
And I thought for sure it would make her heart happy, but I just ended up disappointing her.
I was like, okay.
She's like, you lied to me.
My Minnie loves strawberries. She sounds like a pig.
Yeah, yeah.
See, Jeremy, Mama, you broke the pieces.
They're all business. They're all business.
But Charlie liked it. Maybe you'll have to give him another
We
piece.
haven't broken yet.
No, it's okay, buddy. I promise you I won't break you.
All right, he's looking around. We got noise. Let's get started.
Oh my goodness. Don't like this. Did you get a new training saddle? That one looks pretty new. Bonnie, you weren't here yesterday.
Bonnie, you missed it.
This is Harris sent us a new saddle. Thank you, Harris.
Because of you guys.
Because of you guys. And it is a new tree. It's a pleasure style saddle, right?
Yeah, so it's an inch taller, right through here and right through here. So you can see how much deeper the seat is. But they flattened this part out, so there's more range of motion up here.
So you're more free up here.
Yep.
And people, I need to tell you, it is the lightest saddle in the whole entire world.
Now they claim that they didn't do anything different to make it lighter. They've been doing these futurity cuts, and the futurity cut is much lighter than the one that we have. We have like a 2009.
Yeah, ours is old and ours is heavy.
We have an old
but
heavy
this one, she's been working. But this is super, super, super duper duper light.
But lots of range of motion up here, right? But you can still, like it sits a lot higher right here, but it's a deeper seat. But it lets you keep your leg way closer because it's narrower.
Right, and like it's really good for women because it doesn't get your hips like way out. And
Yeah, if you're not doing this,
like,
and hold your leg way off your horse.
And you gotta like try to come onto your, it's just awful. It just keeps you like
Myself up.
you just get on and your legs stay there. Like you keep your like super, super close.
Now you know how we feel.
Other side.
Other side.
It's hard to pull your legs off like this.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, cramp jump right here.
Yeah, booty cramp. You had to like the frog leg.
That's what I did. I straightened it out. So now I'll just casually talk to you guys while I straighten it out. But no, so what I like about it is it's a narrower tree, or a narrower seat, but not a narrower tree, so it still fits your horse wide. So this is the new training design they're offering. Because of you guys, they sent it to us and said, try it out, see what you think, let your people know.
So if any of you guys get it, send us videos and pictures and what you think about it.
Yeah.
And if you live close and you want to buy it, but you want to try it, you can always come and sit in it if you'd like.
Come ride with these guys and sit in it and see what you think.
So yeah.
But we're a big fan of it so far.
It's probably my all-time. Like I liked our Harris, like the Harris and the tree you have.
Yeah.
I was like, I will never ride a different saddle.
Yeah.
And then we get this one. I'm like, this fit and tree, like just fits like women really well.
Yes.
Like, I love it.
Everybody that we've had come ride it loves it. Yep, absolutely. And it fits the horses great.
Yeah, it does. It fits them really. It fits every single horse out in the barn right now.
Yep.
And like I don't see any horse acting differently or anything like that.
Nope.
So it's really good.
Yeah.
Very cool. Bonnie said.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so we can ride.
Narrow twist with normal full bars would make it lighter. They would have to carve it out with the
So they carved out the leather.
Is it a narrow twist?
That's what people are saying. That's what I heard yesterday too. Is the same person saying that? Maybe they
No,
know more
Bonnie
than
did.
me. Oh. Everybody knows. It
Everyone
is
knows.
not a fiberglass
But
tree.
Jeremy.
It's not a fiberglass tree, that much I know. It is still a wood wrapped in rawhide tree, which I like. Right? I don't want a fiberglass tree up there. It's a little more sturdy, a little more durable. So I like that a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so we got Charlie out here. So now you guys should see I got a little more buttons on my horse. I got some buttons in his sides. I got some ability to bump my hands, right? So what we want to do, what we've tried to do, is get this horse that he stays broke down right here all the time, all right? Now that his shoulders are up, we can give him a break right here and keep this angle down, which lets you bump your horse and see how he stays down in my hands. Now I can work him right here and his neck stays down. That's what I want. I want my horse to stay right down there. See, I can draw his chin in, let his chin out. Draw his chin in, let his chin out, okay? That's the ability you want to have in your horse, that you can take a hold like that and keep everything down right here. I don't want to go to my feet or my hands and have this shoot up at me. Don't lift this up to me, okay? Keep that piece down. Keep it down there so you can stay lifting your back, right? So now I can go to my feet and ask this horse to do things and stand up to me and roll his belly up, right? So now I can square things up in front of me, squeeze my feet. See, he's a little unsure right there. I want to get that out of there before we start loping because I want to be able to squeeze and have him stay down. There, better, drop out, okay? We're kind of teaching that belly up button now to where he stays down in my hands, right here, keeps down in his neck so he can stay elevated in his back. Now, he thought about backing up right there. Good boy. I do not want him to back up when I squeeze my feet, right? I want his hinds to come up underneath of him. I want his legs to keep going. I want his body to lift and legs forward. So this is probably the biggest time in this horse's career that I've seen him start to change. I guess I should say this way.
Yeah. The wind.
See him start to change. Change from having everything shoving forward, right? So now he keeps his body elevated so his legs can go through underneath, okay? And remember, if you guys saw him a month ago, you would have seen him with a bunch of knee, right? Flipping his ankles, picking up his knees to lope around. hopefully we don't see that today. Hopefully you guys can see how we've made him work out of his body now. He lopes from up high. He's much deeper behind. He's much flatter up front. And we're going to start to be able to go slow now. Right? So as he gets better, gets stronger, we'll be able to go slower. Okay? But now I have all these buttons on here where I can go to his belly over here. I want to keep his body, his neck down, keep his body up, right in there. See that nice arc all the way down. Good smooth neck muscle all the way through there. Had his chin to the point of his shoulder right there. He's coming up out of my spur. That's what I want. Right? We'll do the same thing. We'll check back this side now. I put my left spur on a turn. He shoved forward on me, so I'm going to back that off. I'm going to turn it. We'll back it up. And say, keep your shoulders right here with me. Okay? I'm just going to call that a slight little mistake, and I'm going to come back out. Okay? I don't make that stuff a big deal because I want to be able to use my backup to rebalance it. I think a lot of people make their backup a punishment. Then those horses get nervous about backing up. They get worried about it. And then you can't use it, right? Because that horse gets more worked up when you go to rebalance him. I don't want a correction to be the end of the world to this horse, right? I want him to handle being corrected. So I'm going to pull right here, ask him to stay down in his neck, come off my foot, looking for good two-track motion across here. He's getting a little bit tripped up, leaving his hinds a little bit far out behind him. Better, better. Still a little resistant in his head and neck. Now it's a little bit more forward than I'd like to see, so I'm going to back that off. I'm going to turn it on my spurs, moving back off. I'm going to slide wide again, so I'm a little bit bracy right there. You saw his shoulders follow that rein and go left. So I'm going to move these shoulders off this rein. I'm going to say don't follow that rein to the left. Okay? If I want him to go left, I'm going to wrap this outside and bring this across. That's the go left cue. Okay? So when I bring this across, this is go left. This right here is never go left. Okay? And see how his shoulders want to still follow that around? If I don't use my leg, look how pulling this rein makes him go left. Okay? I got to get him so that this travels straight all the time. He can't go left because I take his head left. What that's going to do to me, he's going to feel heavy on that left rein because he's falling down. Okay? So I want to make sure I keep my right hand gathered up to me and push his body across, and then I'm out. Now he's not heavy on my reins. Okay? Because he's keeping his shoulders elevated. I'm asking him to cross his legs over, stand up on that side, and come around. Okay? So right here, I'm going to slide wide again, slide out. Better, a little more flexible. I'm going to push him over just because I know I need to do a lot more of them. See how my hip tries to outrun my shoulders right there? He's got to get soft right here, got to give this up. Stay right here in my hands, bringing that chin to the point of his shoulder, but not forcing it in there. Okay? It's going to come in there because it keeps that head neck to me. You see him kind of shove on me right there in my hands, and I'm just kind of working those reins, shuffling that bit left to right, keeping him off that foot. Good. Then we can go forward, right? And this is, it's demonstrative, right? I'm demonstrating to you guys what this horse does, but this is my warm-up too, right? I want to warm this horse up this way. So now I'm pushing back across this way. I want him between my feet. See, I'm taking him wide between my hands, lets me put him between my spurs, wrap my outside foot. Let's jog up. No, he missed it. See him pop his neck up? So we're going to shut that down, push that over, we'll warm him up. Right? We're going to say, hey, let's jog up. Good. See, he didn't pop up in front of me that time. Right? Now, this horse never had a great jog. When he first came to us, he couldn't jog a lick. This is certainly better, but not as much lift as we'd like to see. Okay? So remember, he's going to be a hunt seat style horse, but he's still going to learn to jog. I forgot what camera was.
It's okay.
In the wind.
It's not too windy out here today.
Not terrible. All right, so we're going to teach him how to jog because he's got to learn to come up with his legs, up with his body first. Then I'll allow him to go forward with his legs. Okay, up in your body, then forward with your legs. So every hunt seater that comes through my barn is going to learn to come up underneath me off my spurs, and then I'll send his legs out. Right? That's kind of how the training process is going to go. Right? So now I can test what kind of control do I have out of my foot. Like coming across here, keep my hands square. No, missed it. Right? So he went forward and loping on it. Well, that's the wrong answer. So we'll slide wide here. We'll help him out. When this spur comes on right here, we need to go sideways across the arena. Now he got crooked on me because his hip led the way. So we know he's still heavy in his shoulders, right? I got to speed these shoulders up. I got to get everything back over here so he can go straight in the arena and travel lateral. Right? Straight in the arena, travel lateral. Good. Good. We'll do that again. Again, just part of my warm-up. Fully expect this horse to do this. All right? So I come across here, push him across. Better. There he lows. Shut it down. Keep the contact on this leg if he's going to lope off, right? Pressure only goes away when you get it right. Like right there. Back to my jog. Push over. Don't try to hold him back, okay? A lot of people here would just pull tighter, and then you end up just folding your horse up and cramping him up, and he really has a hard time doing that. So I just want to push him across. I want to say I'm not going to hold you back. You need to understand when this leg comes on, let's not go forward at all, and that's what that side pass is for. So right here, push across. Better. Better. Now he's not pulling so hard on my hands. Right here. I'm still trying to lope. Shut that down. Push that across. Good. Turn it back up. Try again. Better. Better. Now the test is going to be, how square can I stay with my hands and do that maneuver? Right? So what I'm saying is, I'll come down around here.
Are you gonna come at me?
Yep.
Okay.
So now, when we first start teaching this horse how to side pass and lateral over, we take his neck really far over here, right? The reason we do that is that he has to really sit on our foot and get away from our spur, okay? So if he has to really get away from our spur, I'm teaching him how to be out of my leg, right? Teach him how to be out of my leg. So I want to be able to straighten his neck out and keep that same motion and momentum out of my leg, like this, all right? And that's going to be what I'm looking for, is I don't want to have to help my foot out by pulling his head to the right towards my foot to get him to step across it, okay? So I'm always kind of like, now I've got control. Now it's try to test my control and say, can you push over off my foot right here? He stepped off into a lope. It's wrong, so I just break him down, help him out, show him where I want him to be. Right here is where you want to be. Good. Now trot back up. Right? And I'll do that as many times as it takes. If I come out here, he tries to lope off all the time, I'll just keep working on it. Remember, this horse is not allowed to lope off unless I kiss. That's the gear change cue. So he's making a mistake right there, right? He's making a mistake, so we're going to break it down, push it over, catch it, push it over. You got bracy on me, you feel things slow down, catch it, push it over, you got bracy on me, catch it, yep, push forward, catch it, pushing forward. We're going to back it up, we're going to turn it around. So I'll brush this right leg. This is the leg he really struggles with. He has a hard time with this one. And this is not left lead or right lead stuff. This is leg stuff. He's not doing the right thing to put my leg on. So I push him over again. Better. That's what I want. Very good. And see, I set him down. That neck goes back down. Nose comes out. And we have a show look. Right? So remember, it's this part that I want him to look showable. Right? This is all working time. Okay, so working on our showable position, working on this horse doing the right thing out of my feet. So I'm going to step across here, up and over, we're turning. Don't want him to turn. That's my hip is traveling faster than my shoulder. Need to speed this shoulder up, get these shoulders up, come across here. Good. Now set him down, go this leg again. Nope, sloping again, back it up, turn it. Off this leg, off this leg, off this leg, off this leg. Got him out again. That's looping. Over. Scared himself. Kicked her at the fence. Push him over. And see him come up in his neck right there? It's got to go away. Got to go away. Those are things I want to know. That's my testing, right? Testing that button. Does that make your neck come up? Because that would be terrible. Right? That would be horrible. So I would put that leg on loping on my left lead, and his neck would come up, and I'd wonder why, and I'd chop his face down, even though the problem exists right here to trot, right here to walk, there.
That was nice.
Very good. See how it's just lots of motion, right? Lots of keeping things moving, keeping things underneath of me. When I put my spurs on, I want them to make a move under me, not out there somewhere, okay? You guys are going to run into that with your horses at home, that you put your leg on, and that horse is going to make a move somewhere up there, right? Somewhere 10, 15 feet ahead of me. I don't want that. I want the ability to come here, put my spur on, make a move under me, and just evaluate how much am I holding him back, right? Because when your horse is done, it won't take much more than just a light pressure right there to put your foot on and have him step across like this. Right? So you see how I was able to get him to go across right there? That was really good. Now today he's really bad off my right foot. So I'll come back here, put my right foot on. This is over. So I'm going to show him, refresh this in his mind. Come back here, lie again. Right? And that's irrespective of what I think he ought to be doing. Right? That is not a factor in the way that I help this horse and the way I teach this horse. Okay, so you got to take that out of it. Take that assumption about what you think he ought to be doing out of it. Right? He doesn't care what you think he should be doing. Horses, for the most part, are pretty honest creatures. Okay? He's not going to lie to me and act like he doesn't know what he's supposed to do. I don't believe horses do that. All right? He knows what he's supposed to do or he doesn't. That's how his world works. So when he knows, he's going to do it, okay? Don't put human assumptions in there that he's just going to lie to you and he's going to cheat you, right? Because you start riding like that, you're going to fight with your horses. He doesn't think that way. That's not how his world works. His world is very black and white. I either understand what to do off that foot or you need to reteach me, okay? So I'll just reteach him, come across here, step back up. Right? When you start riding like that, you say, you know what? He's telling me he doesn't understand. He's telling me he can't do it. He's telling me he's not comfortable with it. That gives me the opportunity to do more of it. All right? Just think of it that way. Okay? You see, like I haven't loped yet, but I've done a whole lot of maneuvers. Done a whole lot of stuff underneath of me. My horse is sweaty already. There's my big puff, my big licking shoe. That's what I want. Now we're ready to lope. Okay? So we come here. We'll back him up. I'm going to break him off to this side here. So he's really far up on my right leg. I'm really still on that right side. So I'm stepping across and over and then up the transition. Now he came a little undone in front of me. Not bad. So now he doesn't pull so much on my hands. He stands his shoulders up so I can start doing stuff with him.
So what do you guys think? You think he's improving? From the last time they saw him.
Yeah, last time you guys saw him, we were running with our head up with a bunch of knee.
He looks really good.
Yeah, feels good. All right, so now we're going to kind of just let him practice here between our hands and our feet. Just set myself up on a circle and say, all right, here we are. Feel what I got for the day. And then I'm just feeling, right? I'm just going to take him on a circle. I might direct the circle a little bit, maybe roll him over his hips. And here's what I really like, the ability that I can do now that I couldn't do before. So I can lope up here straight ahead, horse stays straight between my hands, and I can roll him over his hips, tight circle, and try to pick his body up. Now the size of this circle is 100% directly related to how round is my horse underneath of me. Right? When I take him on a smaller circle, he's got to stand on his back end, sit on this left leg, and break in the middle. Okay? So I want to really sit him on that back end because when I come out of that, we're going to lope pretty slow. Right? So here, on your back end, drive up. Drive up. Right. Nice. Come over here, sit on your butt. Sit on your butt. Now he's pulling on my hands, so I can shut it down. So I just turn my hand over like that. Okay, so what I'm doing, if you think about it, size of my circle depends on two things. One, how deep are you under here? Can you stand and pivot around that back leg? Two, how much push do you have against my rein when I bring that rein in, right? So I can address that one of two ways. I can back him off those reins and say, hey, stay here, right? So I would come like this, and I would say, okay, we gotta get round, right here, come off these reins, off this rein, and I kind of back this turn like this to say, stay off of my reins, stay off of my reins, stay off of my reins, so that when I apply pressure on the right side of his face, this shoulder comes up and around to me. See how much tighter that circle is? And I'm now working a lot harder to make that happen. He's just keeping his right front underneath me a lot more because he knows not to push on my hands. Then I can set him down and keep that right shoulder elevated and keep his legs up to me, keep his body up, and then his neck is really soft, right? Then I can work his neck down, let him drop in because he's not pulling on my hands when he does it, and give him that shoulder look. I'll come back up here, loop around, push against my hands. You gotta break in half, break in the middle. Really rock over that back end, tight, small, slow legs, then set him back on a circle. Make sure he still is elevated to me. Come around, rock him over those hips, so I'm driving with my outside foot here. Say, get that hip under you, get up, drive, lift, I push on my hands, set it down. Come to me. Turn, back, turn, stay to me. Good, low paw. Good. Don't pull on my hands. Keep your shoulders elevated. Come around. Nice. Then set him down. Let him carry himself. There's my horse. Ears forward. Right in there. That's what I want. Very nice. So the biggest thing that I want right now is this horse to carry himself in a rhythmic, elevated position. We have that. We have that. My big puff, my big lick and shoot. Very good. Right? So you guys can see where this horse is now staying rolled up to me all the time. So now what I need is I just need more of bringing these two ends closer together. That's the tight circle at the ends. Right? Bring these two ends closer together. So I'm going to feel push out there when I roll him over. And that's this outside shoulder leaking through me, this back end not coming together. So I'm bringing these two ends closer together. By rolling him over his hips, bringing this leg and this leg closer underneath of him, keep him open over there. Good.
Sharon said definitely looks better. Great job.
Thank you.
And then Kelly said, look at that hind leg come forward under him.
Oh yeah, landing under here now.
She's looking like amazing.
Much better. Much better. So he'll come here. Way better horse.
He's a good
and
boy.
He's just in a more athletic position. That's what we want, right? Now I can do things with him. We can turn him. We can pivot. We can keep his neck down the whole time, right? There he pulled on my hands, so we're going to back that off. We're going to say, don't lean on my hands. Keep these shoulders up. Remember, it's not about his chin. See, I leave his chin out, right? It's about his shoulders. You got to keep your shoulders up and around to me. Always keep these shoulders up to me, okay? Don't ever lean forward with these shoulders. Keep those right up under here so we can do things underneath of you, right here. Wrap, not shoving on me. Put it down. Say, hey, let's keep this shoulder under us right here. Let's come around. Let's not make him move forward. Come around.
Jasmine said, and this is after 60 days?
After 60 days, yeah.
Yep.
30 days ago, we had his head up in the air. We were running.
We were running. If you guys go back a few videos, you'll be able, you guys can see it.
We rode out front.
Yeah, in the pasture. Because again, it was so windy that day.
He like bucked on me. Yeah, it was super windy. Yep.
Yep.
We're trying to get out of the wind. Yep. Because he was like jumping around on me that day too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So we'll set him up here. Set him up for my lope off. Up on both spurs. Outside leg digging into him. He's on that shank, on that rowel. Setting up into it. Lope off. Little seat. Nice lope off. Very good. Pick that body up. We'll come around here. Tight circle. Again, feeling that back end drive underneath of me. Want to land under here so he can get around on it. So keeping his body in the middle of my legs and my hands. I have good shape now, got the hip on the inside. Very good. See him laying it down under there? So you can see, I'll get ahead of Macy so you can see the position I'm keeping him in.
You gonna come at me again?
Yeah.
Okay.
where I want him to be. Inside, hip on the inside, shoulders standing up. Roll him over his hips. And I don't like where we're at here. So
yeah. Justin said, "Oh my gosh."
Now,
Good morning.
Here, we can say, all right, in those turns, in those circles, he's pushing forward with this outside front. So he's loping, or he's trying to lope, like this. So he's giving me a big old workout out of my hands because I'm holding those shoulders back. So I'm going to back up, and I'm going to say, hey, when I brush you with this inside leg, let's come back and around here. Let's come back and around with your left front. See me just brush his right leg along his side.
He likes to keep the outside front out.
Outside front, so we're way in front of him.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. So I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna brush his leg. See where he struggles with that right there?
He loves it out there.
Can't do that. He really has a hard time this way. So this is gonna be where a lot of my round comes from, right there. I'm gonna back up, try to lead. Turn. And I want you guys to notice, you saw that right lead where he's at. He's a little bit faster than he was to the left. Watch what happens after a couple corrections of this for my right lead. There, it's underneath. No.
No, that's it.
It was going to be underneath. So turning. Well, I'm going to go around so I feel that pull on me. So right here is a good place to make correction. He's got to take his head to the side, so he's got to stop on his butt. So you lift that arm, turn my hand over, but brush my right leg, back him off. Brush my right leg. Say come up and around off this right leg. Stay up off this inside. Stay off the inside. Loop off again. Stand underneath yourself. I don't like how you tipped over right away. Stop it. Turn it. Come off this leg. 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 Back it up. Turn it. Come off this leg. See, it's a hard time with that. Real hard time with that. That's good. Stand on that leg.
That's a lot better.
There. See how much more rhythmic that is? And now I can corner. That's how you turn the horse right there. Right? Horse rolls over his back end. That's what I want. See his neck can come down. I can turn loose with my hands. Doesn't run away. There, he got forward on me. Shut it down. Back it off. Turn it. Back it up. Turn it. Back it up. He's leaning. Turn it. Better.
It's a little better.
Open up. Good low fall. That outside front has got to stay hooked up to you all the time. That outside front controls completely your ability to do this and have your horse stay showable. That's it, run away. That's what's got to happen. The horse got to keep his outside front up and to you. So when you apply pressure right here, the horse stands up so you can push his legs out. Apply pressure, stand up, and put his legs out there. Good. Pants are creeping up.
You're riding close to your legs.
That's really close.
The saddle keeps you close.
This saddle pulls my pants up.
Yeah, that's how close it keeps your legs. So if you have trouble with your legs being close.
Yeah. Might be your saddle's pulling you off.
Exactly.
Yep. So right there, back him up.
He's hot.
Brush, turn, brush, turn, brush, turn. And I just keep his left leg close when I do that. Brush my right leg, brush my right leg, brush my right leg. Brush, brush, brush. Because I want everything to stay up on the inside. Keep everything over. Right? It's very, very good for me. Very good. But now we have his body right, we have his balance right, we can start going slow and start looking like a show horse, right? We know that we were on the right path when we had his head up in the air and we were driving his legs up, okay? So everything that we've been doing to this point, we still have a long way to go.
Yep.
There's still lots of moments you guys can watch this, see how many times I caught him leaning.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hang on, guys.
Hang on. There we go. Sorry, guys.
Right? You can see how many times I caught him leaning on me. Okay? So anytime I catch him leaning, it's just going to be, hey, just stay back here, come back, good, turn, come back, turn, right? Until this horse doesn't lean on me anymore, until he stays right here when I put my spurs on.
Right.
Okay? We get in the habit of holding these horses up and just babysitting them and saying, don't worry about holding your shoulders up, I'll pick them up for you.
Yes, I was just You were like, your shoulders.
Hold your shoulders up. I'll hold it up for you. Right? We don't want to be in that situation. We want to be where you're holding yourself up so I can hold myself up. Right? I don't want to get in a situation where I'm having to hold his shoulders up, especially every time I go to my feet. Right? That can't happen.
Right.
So correct those issues right there. It's your walking and trot. And then when you go to circle up, if he can't circle it, your circle gets dragged out there. He can't roll over his back end like that. You have a problem with these being out there somewhere, right? So you can always stop, back, turn, and lope back off, okay? Until that horse understands when you're loping along like this, you're loping, and you go like this, that everything comes back and around to you over here, right? Not just over, but back and around. That's why I always back and turn, back and turn, back and turn. Because I want everything to stay over here, right? Over here. And what it'll eventually become is we'll just take this horse, we'll back a little couple loops on the stay backwards as I turn, right? So I can turn his front end here, keep him backing, turning, and backing, 2-beat gait and turning, backing and turning, backing and turning, okay? But you can't do that with your horse if you've made backing a scary, angry thing.
Right.
Right? You can't make it a punishment. It's not a punishment, it's rebalancing, okay? I want you guys to understand that. He told us he lost his balance. I'm gonna believe him because I know he's honest, and I'm gonna back him up and help him. Okay?
Right.
It's a rebalancing, it's helping hand rather than a punishment. When you start making backing up a punishment for something he's doing, you won't be able to use it anymore.
That's when they start rearing too.
Bingo. Bingo. You won't be able to use it anymore, right? This horse had a big old problem with rearing when he came. Okay?
Yeah.
They said he loves to rear. But by getting him open, by teaching him that it's not a punishment to back up. You just lost your balance, so let me help you. Right? By helping him understand that, by not getting frustrated at him, then he's going to become a more showable horse all the time.
Right. Do you guys have any questions for Jeremy?
Yeah, feel free.
Question. I can't even how hot he is.
He's got winter hair. He's not ready for the summertime stuff.
No, he's not.
He says, I don't believe the weather. I think it's going to get cold again.
It's Michigan. You never know.
This is what happens when you take them off lights in February, March.
Yeah, I mean, look. Here, I'll bring him close.
Yeah, you guys
look how
see
hairy.
how long he is.
Ew, I can't.
Hairy dude.
Do you guys have any shampoo that I could use to get rid of this? I tried
It's
purple.
just too long.
Yeah.
When it sheds out, it'll get slick. It'll get clean.
Tasha said, I wish it was summer here. We're just going into winter and the motivation levels are extremely low. Oh, that's
Your
awful.
winter's not really winter, right? Do you guys get snow there?
I don't know.
I don't think they do. It's
When
probably
it-
like 60, 70 degrees.
Yeah. When it snows here, it's like negative 20. And
We
freezing.
just started riding outside maybe a month ago.
It's been amazing.
Uh-huh.
It's been really good. But what would you guys like see anything tomorrow? Any horses?
We can probably, well, tomorrow I'm going to be busy most of the day. So I'm not
Oh,
sure
we'll probably
what
do live on the couch tomorrow.
tomorrow's going to be the couch.
Yep.
Um,
Kelly said, big mean Jeremy
Big
won't
mean
let me
me.
shave him.
that's right.
She
A whole
said,
body clip.
not much snow.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Sharon, are you doing the couch sessions on Patreon? We'll be doing the couch on tomorrow,
So Thursday, yep.
Thursday. Yep, we'll be doing the couch sessions.
Yep.
Yep, so we'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yep.
Because then we got a lot of viewer videos we want to go back over, and we got a lot of Patreon subscriber videos we want to go over. Those guys get first priority. They're going to be front of the line, so we'll go over them if they want us to cover them live. Otherwise, we'll do those for you guys on the YouTube channel, on this live channel right here. If they don't want us to cover them live, we'll do them for a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, I think we're like 25 away from getting 200, and we'll do another custom spur giveaway.
Yep.
So,
Yep, for sure.
perfect, you guys.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being here, guys.
Thank
It's
you.
been good to be back. We got a lot to catch up on. We'll be putting the first ride on Paris probably Friday. If we can go live, you guys can watch that. That would be great, I think. We can kind of go from there. We'll probably do the couch Thursday and Saturday would be my guess.
Yes.
Would be my guess.
Natasha said she'll set her alarm for the couch session.
Perfect. That would be
Perfect.
Great. Awesome.
Thank you guys. We
Thanks
love
for
you
being
all.
here. We love you guys. I'm Jeremy.
I'm
That's
Macy.
and we are LSH Live. We'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe.
Sharon
out
said
there.
cover mine live. We will.
Perfect.
Perfect.
We will.
All right, bye everyone.
All right. Take care, guys.